Paper streaming?
He's probably on the
Oh wait,
not Paperario.
Yeah, because Papa didn't give us a multi. He's been a bit late, but I don't think it matters too much. Imagine being late to winners finals. Rimato versus Paper. Yeah, had a little bit of like a stumble upon Rimato's opponent. I don't know what's up with me. Holy. Okay.
What even is speaking, to be honest?
I think it's kind of important, at least for us right now.
You might be right.
So, Paper versus Rimato in winners finals. Who would have thought? I wouldn't, definitely. The two best bingo players, both in terms of speed and routing, very good, both of them. Sure, people or like Rimato and Paper still regard Braga as, for instance, the better router, and there are routers that are actually very fast and would outspeed both Rimato and Paper, like JJ, who coincidentally Braga and JJ also won. Well, not one, played each other. Jesus, what is wrong with me? But they played each other, and even though we have Paper versus Rimato in like almost every final, it's kind of a 50-50 between them. So it will be very close. Invasion is not an easy format, and I remember the reason I referenced JJ versus Braga, that match. Paper and JJ are basically buddies, also in terms of bingo. Teamed up in the last 2v2 tournament, and even played each other this time, and also last tourney as well. And Rimato Braga were, for the longest time, the only ones actually doing 1v1 lockout. So it's kind of their buddies have faced each other already, and now the main players are facing each other in the winners final.
Yeah, this is what basically we've been waiting for the entire time, is just this match of who were regarded at the start as the two best bingoers, and now we actually get to see them play in a interesting format that's... I don't think we've actually seen them play in an Invasion match at all.
It's very likely that there have been matches of Invasion in the mini tournament that happened, I don't know if this year or last year, but I think they might as well have faced each other already.
Gotcha.
But a lot has changed since then, and so we will just have to see an entirely new matchup of Rimato Paper. And even though the players are always the same, as I mentioned before, Paper and Rimato are kind of a 50-50 in terms of playing each other. Last tournament, Rimato was not able to win against Paper in winners finals, and in the grand finals had to win 2 in a row, but only won one and lost the match after. There have been other tournaments. I think the Connect 5 Paper actually also won, if I
believe so.
Yeah, and I think in the road control we had this really scuffed situation where SB played Rimato in the winners finals, and I don't know where Paper was. That has been a long time ago. But yeah, it seems like Paper actually has the upper hand in tournament matches, but Rimato is playing much more, and Invasion is not an easy format. You have to get a bit used to everything, so more experience comes in more handy to identify the best starting option. With that being said, you look at the fast goals at first. You see the rushable goals, and there are quite a few actually here. 18 lives is obtainable very early. 15 Ms is rather early as well. Rico Free Hoverless is also rather early. 16 in Pianta and 9 from Serena are also very fast goals. So there are actually a lot of options to choose your starting position. I guess if you're row 5 or column 5.
Row 5 and column 5 have the rushable goals, and then column 1 and row 1 have 18 lives and
And basically it. From the looks of it, I think column 1 is actually garbage. That's kind of horrible. And yeah, so it's okay. Column 1 is already horrible. The base just takes ages. 18 lives is alright. Wiggler is, I guess, workable. But then you have column 2, which is also very rough. It has like secret synergy with 9 from Serena and 3 secrets. But I feel like with column 5, you have the easy goals in 16 in Pianta, you have 15 Ms, Rico Free Hoverless, then after you have 5 Bluebirds. You have some rough other 3 goals, but I think these 4 goals alone are actually strong enough to get a stranglehold of column 3, which is pretty strong with 40 totals and hundreds in Pianta. Very early obtainable.
Yeah, the 100 coin shines in column 3 look like they'll be important for whoever would get column 5. Given that 3 100 coin shines is also on the card.
Yes, I would definitely agree. As well with totals with hundreds is actually not the worst thing in the world either. Yep. So that might be in the column matchup. I think you wouldn't be favored when you're column 5 for sure.
Yep.
With that being said, row 5 has some nice rushable goals. I think 9 from Serena might be the goal that you can get at the earliest point. So if you're playing well, I think you should win to 9 from Serena, no matter what. And unless you're racing, of course.
Yeah. I think 9 from Serena is nice too, because it will make you pretty much forced to do a Serena 2 secret, which is not a typical secret with 3 secrets and 5 secrets on the card. And I think that's really good synergy for pairing with the 9 Serena Blues.
Yeah, row 5 actually looks pretty strong with 9 Serena Blues and Rico Free Hoverless, and then you have like 3 good goals to choose from in row 4.
Yep.
And row 3 is even not that bad. While row 1 and 2 can look a bit rougher at first, but there are some synergies with 4 from Gelato, Defeat Wiggler, 5 bosses, Bluebirds, and most importantly, 18 lives, 100s in Pianta, and 15 Ms is really scary early on, and you can actually just steal 40 totals.
Yep.
From the very beginning.
Yeah, I think row 1 is somewhat okay in terms of like what the actual synergies are. Like a lot of the goals individually suck, but a lot of them work really well together. Like outside of Pianta Shadow Mario, which there really isn't an incentive to go for, I guess, Hidden Shine and Pianta.
I don't think it's the Pianta Shadow Mario is something you're planning.
Yeah, that feels like something that you're gonna want late if you get it, and it's probably gonna be the person who gets 16 Pianta Blues that's gonna want it.
Yeah. Even though row 5 has rushable goals, I think row 1 can be very scary to play against. I think the row matchup is actually more even, but both players are trying to go for 16 in Pianta instead, so they are trying to pin their opponent into column 1, which is interesting because I feel like whoever wins this this race will have a big shot and a way better shot.
Yeah, I think whoever wins this race is... It's very nice if you win this race. Because if you lose this, you're pretty much forcing yourself into, like... I think you have to go for 4 shines from Gelato and defeat Wiggler from Column 1. Like, that's your real invade path.
Okay, alternatively, you have the options. When you are racing, you will be doing Pianta 3, most likely as well.
Yep.
So you have still some possibilities with level shines early on, because Pianta shines rather, is not actually that bad. There is also the hidden in Pianta, which is actually not that bad. You might even grind lives there. It's actually, if you're both racing to Pianta, I feel like getting column 1 is not even the absolute worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I agree. I think because once you're already getting Pianta 3, you have pretty easy access to Hidden Shine and Pianta. It's just you have to do Chomp. And the secret, which you want secrets anyways, that opens up a good 100 coin for you. Opens up Pianta Shadow Mario. It's not that bad to get stuck with Pianta in a case where you're both going to Pianta.
Yeah, Pianta 5 will be one of your horrible 5 secrets. I think you want to go into Serena early, so you might actually have a rather, not easy, but doable 5 secrets path.
Yeah. I think that's likely the case.
We see Rimato being ahead by noticeable amounts. So
yeah, Paper messed up one of the chomplets and like had to spend time dealing with him. So that's likely why he's behind at this moment.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, but as we theorized, doing Pianta in a double Pianta start and then getting assigned column 1 is rough, but maybe not the end of the world.
I am in agreement.
Yeah. With that being said, column 1 is still inferior, I would say.
I do think so as well. I think there's some kind of invade paths, like, because you're going to get 18 lives. Secrets still works pretty well, and I don't think that, like, I think 12 level shines will likely fall to you, assuming you continue into Pianta, which Pianta is filled with fast shines. So, I don't think that's too bad to be stuck with. It's definitely not great, though. And I think, like, what you'll see in column 3 is someone's going to get the 100 coin in Pianta while someone's going to get 40 totals. And then it's the other 3 goals that are very, very much toss-ups at this point.
Alright, so Rimato diving off, getting these blue coins, and is able to click this first. I think Paper also just doing the shine before, or like clearing off the Pianta before getting blue coins. Wasn't the best idea, but he was behind anyway, so it didn't end up actually hurting him.
He's not even going to take the time to go out and grab the Fire Pianta or the M. Like, he can just continue on with Pianta at this point.
Yeah, and we see Paper actually continuing with Pianta. It's very interesting to see, because if I'm Rimato, I win with 16 in Pianta. What do I think Paper has done? Because I'm not sure if 16 Pianta is actually... Wait, I'm pretty sure 9... No, never mind. 9 from Serena is actually not fast, so I actually lied. Yeah, 16 pianta is the earliest goal that you can get. So
Is 16 faster than 18 lives? I mean, it's obviously a corner, but I think 18 lives is slightly faster.
no, I was thinking about 9 from Serena right now. I don't know why I thought 9 from Serena would be earlier. I don't know, but yeah. If you're a model, you click this off immediately. So of course you're assuming that it could have been a race, but now you don't actually just know if it was a race or not.
He could have easily been doing 15 Ms to try to pair it with Rico hoverless, which is something that he can it's a very viable play to do. If you do assume that he was also trying to start column 5, thinking, hey, he might have gone Rico is not even unreasonable at all. The race is also, that's the other option that's likely.
Yeah. There's still the option that Paper just did 9 from Stringer instead, because I think row 5, row 1 is still a decent enough matchup.
Yep. Yeah, I think row 5 is solid enough. It's not like the only thing that he really knows is that Paper likely didn't start 18 lives.
Yeah.
Which I think he probably could have figured out before the match started, but I do think Paper has a really good spot, or is actually not in a bad spot with a Pianta start into column 1, with having a fairly easy invade route. He could snag 15 Ms. I don't think that's impossible for him. It depends how much Rimato's going to focus on it, though, and it's looking like Rimato is probably going to Rico right now, so...
Alright, so... Yeah, the advantage Paper has is that Rimato technically doesn't know that Rimato... Oh no, Rimato doesn't know that Paper raced Rimato to the 16 in Pianta. It's still very probable, but it's not a guaranteed.
Yep. So it's looking like here Rimato will go Rico 3 hoverless into 40 totals. Does he have a real play after? I don't think so. Nothing's immediately jumping out after that. He could try for secrets. I don't think he's amazingly set up for it right now. 3 from 4 he's ahead on, or will be ahead on. But I think he's probably just going to keep trying to build up the base at the start of this match.
Getting 15 Ms is not bad either way. It's more interesting to see how... Rimato seems to be planning for the 40 totals. Which kind of will be a 50-50 anyway, because I think he will want to do Hannes and Pianta as a backup, so he would get 1 goal in column 3. Because I don't think you will be able to plan ahead and be able to win the 2 really good goals in this.
Yeah, you're probably... There's 2 really good ones, but Rimato is also looking like he's probably going to make a play towards 6 shines from Rico, right after, I'd assume. Because he's also going to want 5 bosses. And Rico's good for bosses. He can just do Rico 5. There's no incentive to really do the hiddens on this card, from what I can see.
I would agree. Yeah, there's no incentive to go... You could possibly do Rico 1 to 5 and then do Rico hundreds.
Yep. Yeah, that would be a completely real option to choose. We are watching the life grind right now from Paper, which is kind of expected. If he chooses to click 18 lives, that's probably going to give away he doesn't also have 9 Serena blues, but I think we will see a delay here.
Of course, we're going to see the delay. Paper's really big advantage is that he has not shown where he actually has been. So he could actually set up a pretty early steal with possibly hundreds in Pianta. I said possibly, but like not guaranteed.
Yep.
Maybe trying for 40 totals. And then getting possibly M's. So Rimatos is not as secure as he might think in his own base right now. But it seems like Paper's opting to steal 40 totals away, which, as said before, I don't think there is harm in going for 40 totals because you will probably win to either Pianta hundreds or 40 totals.
Yep.
So it's better to just get 40 totals instead because it will set you up for more.
Yep.
Paper getting the Bluebird kill after getting blasted for the Bianca unlock was pretty cute, I have to say.
So Rimato's at 39 blue coins right now. Has to do Rico 2 and then Rico 3 hoverless, but I don't think Paper gets that many blue coins that fast.
Yeah, I would agree on principle, but it has to do with what does Rimato think Paper has done? What does Rimato think Paper's progress is?
Yep.
That's the main thing right now. Because Rimato could just delay this. Although I would not think that he wants to lose 40 totals, so he probably clicks this as soon as he can.
I figure he would. I don't think there's really an incentive for him to hold on to that because there's nothing in column 2 that he's really like eyeing from what I can see.
You can actually just steal away 3 secrets possibly.
That's true.
You can try to go for like a whack Serena play, especially since 5 bosses is in your base. You might actually have more value in doing Manta instead.
That's true. Yeah, because even if he does lose the 9 Serena blues, he would then likely get 3 secrets.
Yeah.
Paper clicks 18 lives. Interesting.
Yeah. Only the 18 lives, which is interesting.
Yep.
I think he's actually just trying to signal to Rimato that he is he got sniped, but I'm trying to wonder if the timing would be really reasonable. Since one option Rimato could have had is literally just going for Pianta Shadow Mario, hundreds in Pianta, and hidden in Pianta.
Yeah.
Can this work out in terms of time? Because in that case, it might have been a decent delay, but it could be pretty. I'm not too sure.
So Rimato does the clicks.
Yeah. Revealing where he has been. But Paper has not tried to go into Rico to collect the 40 totals, so he's just opening up every world, just going every places.
So he's going into Gelato. I think he just does the secret and then leaves.
Yeah, doing the secret is actually decent. I think. What do you want to combine the secret?
If he makes the call that Rimato is not going for the hidden shine in Pianta, then 3 secret shines is pretty safe to go for. He probably also does that with. Would he do that in Serena? But he wouldn't really have a way to click it.
So Paper instinctively wanted to unlock the hidden, realized he wants bluebirds and only the secret. Doesn't need the hidden really.
Yep.
It's kind of funny to see, but we will see. Rimato obviously is also trying to get full 5 birds. He can click this, and it's pretty. It's a really good goal in column 4. It's probably the only good column 4 goal left.
Yeah.
Unless
Delfino
you
shines
are
are terribly important here, especially with stuff like level shines. Paper's not really going to be eyeing 9 Delfino shines when he also has level shines to go for.
Yes. 300s is actually not the worst on this card because column 3 has 100 coins, so you probably plan on doing one of them at one point or another. 9 Delfinos with 300s is not the absolute worst synergy because Delfino 100s could be one of your 100 coin shines and Delfino shines.
Yep.
You can combine this with 9 Delfinos still. So there's definitely... There could be worse goals in your second line.
Yeah, I don't think column 4 is like too bad for him. He has progress towards Piana Shadow Mario. 100 coin shines is pretty much fine on this card, especially with Delfinos also on your side. So having the option to you'll see in a lot of these bingos, people have been like trapped out from they're trapped in their side of the base and not really able to do much with it. He has the progress towards all of them, even if they are pretty rough goals. I say that in quotations because it's not really that bad, but I don't think it's awful for him. So Rimato's ahead into the Pinna race, which...
Yes. Paper needs to to get a goal in column 3 anyway, so he can't... It's technically not a birds race, because he can't get birds.
Yep.
And I think this click revealed to Rimato that he has been with Paper in Pianta, so I'm interested to see how Rimato really reacts. Like, will he do Pianta 100s right after this? I would assume not so.
I think he tries for the 100 coin and Pinna.
Yeah, I think it's generally a safer play, especially once you win 5 birds, you will know, you will probably think you're ahead to Pinna.
Immediate 5 birds click. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to be safe in column 4 because Paper's probably not like hard rushing any of those goals specifically outside of Pianta Shadow Mario, which he now knows that he's behind for.
Yeah. There could be also... Well, another play that Paper could do right now is trying to see the 100s in Pinna, which he is also now a bit behind for. And even then, it could still just be a trade of like 2 goals, because Rimato can't click 100s in Pinna and 100s in Pianta. Paper can only click one of them as well. Although, no, he doesn't have anything else in column 1. But Pinna will be valuable for Paper either way, just because it has an early secret, it has Lily Pad, no fruit tipping, which Paper wants, possibly, and 5 secrets is doable with Pinna 6 as well.
Yep. So he might be trying for level shines here too, which they're relatively fast here. He wants to do Pinna 2 anyways for 3 secrets. I don't know how many he's at right now. It'd be 6, 7. Is he at 7 right? No, he's got to be... Yeah, he's at 7. Now 8.
Yeah. One thing that's important to note is that Paper is now ahead for the Pinna and 100s and Pinna race, because Rimato's mecha didn't go as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so that's going to be kind of unfortunate for Paper.
Yep.
I think he hesitated to decide what goal he wanted to go for, and might lose the pinner hundreds.
Yep.
Assuming Rimato doesn't delay, which doesn't look like it. I think Rimato is trying to steal the 3 secrets instead, which is a stronger play overall for him. I think Rimato technically didn't flame whoever died yesterday. I think SB died in Pinner 2. But I don't know, we saw too many Pinner 2 deaths this tourney. We saw at least SB and now Rimato die. I think Reed died this tourney or last tourney.
I'm pretty sure it was this tourney that Reed died.
Oh. Yeah, too many Pinner 2 deaths. Way too many.
Pinner 2's hard.
Pinner 2 reds can be tricky if you do 41 strats, or like 40 strats as well, rather. But one thing important to note that even though this is Rimato's first secret, it's not his only secret that's open to him.
Yeah, he has the other 2 open. He has Rico 4 open to him, and he has Gelato 1 open to him. So he's very much has an option to take secrets if Paper's not fast with level shines, is likely how he can get it. He is at, what would that be now, 9? He's at 9 or 10, something like that.
Who? Rimato?
Paper.
Oh, Paper. This is going to be his 7th in Pianta. He has 1 in Gelato. And
he has 2 in Pinner.
Yeah, 2 in Pinner. So, oh! Huge death from Paper, actually. Oh, this...
Oof.
How many shines does Rimato have in the level? He has 4 in Rico.
3 in Pianta.
2 in Pinner, 3 in Pianta, and 1 in Gelato. So it's going to be... I think 10 to 9 right now. This is pretty rough, actually, for Paper. This could not turn out well at all for him.
Yeah, this could be extremely bad.
Yeah. Even doing the hundreds was putting him at a possible deficit, and even though the hundreds is pretty fast. But it was... This is very dangerous for Paper.
Yeah. I almost think he has to just rush for Shadow Mario after this, just because of he needs the best shines.
That was actually pretty close from Paper. Are you able to actually just get on top of this? I think without a buffer you just do this instead. Breathing out to skip the hanging on the grate could have turned not so well.
Yeah, that could have been scary.
I believe this is Rimato's 11th level shine. I hope the players are keeping track of this. She could also... Okay, Rimato could do Gelato 2 as a possible trade of 12 level shines to feed Wiggler. Which is also a decent strategy, especially with 4 from Gelato being in Rimato's base, 5 bosses being something he eyes for as well.
Yep.
It opts to do the faster level shine instead. Respectable.
Yeah, if he thinks he's gonna race for 12 level shines, which he pretty much is, but might not matter too much.
Yeah.
Doing the 100 coin Chen and Pianta was fine. The death sucks, although it ended up really costing him because he needed I think 12 level shines was extremely important for him because now he lost 3 secrets now. He's behind for 5 secrets. Well, actually, they're tied for secrets right now, right? They both had 3.
They both have 3, yes.
Yep, Paper is now going to Gelato. I assume he's trying to get level shines as fast as possible.
I think he's more scared about Wiggler and level shines combined.
That's true. Yeah, I think you go for Wiggler with 12 level shines as like something else you need.
I'm not a fan of this like right to left red coins from Rimato.
Yep. Okay, Rimato takes 12 level shines. Cool.
Yeah, this is very huge, and you see Paper stopping his wall slide in despair, and now just thinking, okay, Wiggler it is.
Yep. Rimato's gonna take 4 shines from Gelato now.
Yeah, and I feel like Paper's plan was to get level shines, Wiggler, then I guess do Pianta Star Mario finally, and then doing 4 from Gelato, being able to see that away. But with Rimato kicking this, I think, soonish, you don't have much information about Paper, so you might want to click your things earlier. But yeah, Rimato...
Paper's in a really ugly spot now because, like, now that he loses that, Column 5, I don't think he's really ahead for a single one of those. He's going to lose 60 totals. He's probably losing 4 from Gelato here. And then 5 boss shines is also likely in Rimato's favor.
Yeah, it is actually in Rimato's favor.
Rimato's going to just go to Rico after this and do that boss, which will be his 1, 2, 3, his third. He has 2 right now, right?
He has 2 right now. He could do Wiggler.
Yeah.
As a possible in Steel later on. 3 from 4 is actually rather competitive. No, wait, never mind. I think Rimato has 3 from 4.
3 Pianta, 3 Rico.
No. Oh no, 2 in Pinner. But
yeah, you need 2 Pinner.
Essentially, I think Rimato could do 100s in Pinner, Steel, 100s in Pinner, 3 from 4 instead.
Yep.
That would be also pretty huge. Although what is Paper's 3 from 4? I think he has 2 in Pinner as well.
Yeah,
3 in Gelato.
A lot in Pianta. He has 3 Gelato.
I think that's it.
Yep.
This is very rough. I think good thing for Rimato is that since he won 12 level shines and 3 secrets, I think Rimato knows that he is ahead to things instead of Paper just building up a ton and just able to get a lot of golds in quick succession. But winning 12 level shines is usually an indicator that your opponent might struggle a bit with their setup.
Yep. Ooh, he messes up the spray. That's rough. Spinning in circles now.
Yeah, Paper is definitely not on his A game at all.
He leaves.
Yeah. I think he's thinking about... I think at this point you finish Wiggler, like anyway. You had the last shot, you can do the easy Dune. That's usually something you will finish. But I think I believe that he thinks that he needs the extra like minute or something to have a shot. He just believes that, okay, Rimato might just not get Wiggler now. We'll have to see.
Yeah, if he thinks that Wiggler's pretty much safe now, it's fine for him, but I don't know where he...
I wouldn't say safe, but I think he believes that there are more important things he has to get over Wiggler. It's technically still safe, like it seems safe, and I feel like Paper's not trying. He could have just hold his control stick in a direction and get out of the goop. That was, as Papa said, 100% intentional. I think Paper's just forfeiting at this point, just messing around, because Rimato doesn't know how bad it currently looks for Paper, but it seems like Column 1 was just too much of a deficit.
Yeah, and the few win conditions you have in column 1 got beaten out like right away.
Yeah,
so
it's a tough call to make, and Rimato didn't mess around, wasn't greedy, just played it safe, got 16 Pianta, then managed to just take over from there.
Yep.
Very, I wouldn't say underwhelming or disappointing. It's just the nature of the card.
Yep.
16 Pianta Blues being the fastest goal and the fastest goal and gives the absolute best matchup. That's the issue with Invasion. Sometimes the cards are just horrible.
Yeah, sometimes the card just ruins the entire match. And this is one of those cases where the card just kind of screwed over Paper.
Yeah, it didn't screw up Paper, like, in particular. It screwed up the loser of the 16 Pianta race,
Yeah.
I think. With that being said, I am not 100% sure if Rimato, like what Rimato would have done if he lost the race. That would be interesting to see, because I think this card might be a do or die situation. You get 16 Pianta or not, or maybe Rimato was able to come with a backup plan in case he gets sniped to that. Paper clicking off Pianta Shamari, then saying GG.
Yep.
It's just pretty sad to see. I think Paper's just dying to give Rimato access to 18 lives. In all honesty.
That might be what he's doing.
I know, yeah. She has not 18 lives. That's just the nature of Invasion. Maybe we could have. Maybe if they want to, they can agree to a best of 3 instead, which I think would have been fine. I feel like Rimato is the type of guy who just wants to finish out the card because he's a douchebag like that. With that being said, this is over. Paper has forfeited. And this is very unfortunate. As said, it's just the nature that Invasion can have. I don't have like much to say about this. It just feels sad.
Yep. That's kind of my opinion too, is it's just like, yeah, the card decided this one.
Yeah. Okay, Papa, we have years like the restaurant. Can you be cool and just read out what Rimato says?
Sure.
That could be. Oh hell yeah!
Thank you, Papa.
All right. So, Rimato, cool card, I must say. Indeed, it was. Well, okay, sorry, Papa. You're supposed to read out.
So it was a Pianta 16 race, I'm assuming.
Yes, it was. Paper messed up, I think, the third trumpet a little bit, and it put him quite far behind. But yeah,
9 would have been faster, so I was writing like 3 sides of the cards during cutscenes.
Oh,
is 9 Serena faster than? I can see
really?
that. Yeah.
We saw on the paste spin.
According to Pogo's note, it is.
Okay.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay. I'm just blind. Cool. Either way, I'm really interested to hear about this. This card is pretty awful. I think you agree. 9 from Serena was like the only counterplay to 16 in Pianta. In case you lost the 16 Pianta race, did you have a backup plan? Like a good solid backup plan to how to play with column 1?
Yeah, column 1 was pain. It looked like pain. It looked like there were options, but it also looked like pain.
Lives into Pianta Hidden, into Pianta Hundo, into 5 birds.
Okay.
That's like almost what Paper did actually, but he still lost to 5 birds, which is he didn't even do the Pianta hundreds.
He didn't do Pianta 100 right away. He did. I think he like left kind of wanting totals and then started working towards.
So why did he delay Pianta Hundo so long?
This is difficult. Papa, you have to read out like once you see it and once we are done talking. Somehow. But yeah. Pianta hundreds wasn't even a delay. What happened was Paper, after doing the hidden, just opened up every world, tried to get the bluebirds, but was not able to win to 5 birds, even with skipping Pianta hundreds.
I was respecting him doing it, but after I was done with Rico 4, felt like just doing my stuff was better, even if Pape ignored the hundo.
Interesting. You will see how unplayable it actually was to do column 1, because even though Paper had some like not the greatest bluebirds, wasn't lucky with them. There was like, I feel like there was no way to actually win once you are assigned column 1 in the 16 Pianta race.
It was basically the Pianta play into Wiggler and pray you get 4 from Gelato.
For the column 1 thing, I would assume. But
yeah,
I would. I assume you'll watch the match back and see that there's not much to go with when you are doing column 1. It's just too bad of a matchup, and I think that's more the nature of some cards in Invasion.
I think basically his only option, like once he finished the hidden and Pianta, like yeah, he could have tried for the 5 bluebirds, but he didn't do the 100 in Pianta. So After that, like, his only real option I felt was he needs to rush 12 level shines with 3 secrets. I don't think there was really another option for him.
Yeah, in hindsight, I definitely agree. There was just not enough room to play with.
I did Gelato 1 reds since I thought if I get 12 levels, it's GG.
That was pretty much what it was, because then he's stuck with getting Wiggler, which is okay, but then he also has 5 secrets, which he already lost 3, and then he needs Lily Pad, which,
Yeah.
Even though that contributes 0 to anything else.
Yeah, that was the right call to go for 12 level shines as the rush. And it looked like you were going to have the backup of Wiggler anyways. But like, he needed 12 level shines to contest
Anything.
3 secrets.
Oh, if 3 secrets was already clicked. Yeah, there are a lot of things Paper needed to win at that point that you can't make the right decision. And Rimato, I assume you'll watch it back. I don't know if Paper will actually watch it back, because I don't think he gains much value out of anything after the race.
He
If you want.
Yeah, I think just like looking at that card, it's like, yep, I know how this one's gonna go.
Yeah, you are like, you watch the VOD, are like, okay, how would I need to play to win the 16 in Pianta? After this, you might go to the interview and see heard the information that 9 from 3 can be faster than Pianta 16.
So how far off was Paper from the 16?
I think he was like halfway through Pianta 3. Like, I don't think he was all the way up the
I lost like 5 seconds to being a bit shaky.
Yeah, as said, Paper's third chomlet was pretty rough, and that's where he lost the majority of time. I don't know if the 16 in Pianta was clicked already when Paper acquired Flood, but technically
it was a little bit off. I think he was on the or like he was like just getting to the platform when you clicked it.
Yeah, I think he wanted. He might have. Not sure. He actually went get the M, then the Moon Blue, and did the Shine. So I assume it was clicked around when you got the M.
Yeah.
Under Flood. So it was still a race, but it was definitely rough to lose.
I think 9 from 7 I would have made this match really interesting.
I actually thought about...
Since I would have done Pianta Hundo after the 16, then Rush Lives and M Blues for the quad click.
Yeah, PK and I mostly talked about... Well, we talked about how awful the column matchup is to play for column 1. And how 9 string of Blues I thought were faster. And with that being said, we thought the row matchup would be much more even, since row 5 and 4 are pretty solid together, but and row 1 and 2 were kind of rough, but row 1 and 2 could have definitely been much scarier to play against, just because there are a lot of like fast goals you can just get in very, very soon.
Yep.
But either way,
first time I ever win a speed race versus Paper in tourney.
Impressive.
Proud of you, Rimato.
Yeah, I'm a proud of you as well. I would recommend you to watch how Paper could have won, because you told us your backup for if you get column 1, and I just want you to see how not possible it was with what you even did. It was basically just it was a losing position for Paper either way, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm in a.
He could have done box game glitch to get lily pad though.
That's a reliable backup. Including like Lighthouse early, including what else can you say? No. Either way, you won your first, not your first. You won your first speed race, I guess, and winners finals with the most horrible card imaginable. Yeah.
First game
this is
of our best of 3 with Pape. Kappa.
Yeah. And Paper has to wait a bit until he can see his matchup. But I would personally hope that the card next time will be not as one-sided. Maybe in that case, you guys should make an agreement that if you see a card like this, you just make it a best of 3 instead.
This could be a thing, like for the grand finals, we could say that it will be a best of 3, but it would be like before the card is revealed, otherwise it's kind of broken.
I mean, you see a card like this, and you're like, okay, if someone actually plays card matchup, we just redo it. or you just like ask
let's
him.
Let's ban column matchup. Okay.
You're like,
okay.
Want to play Rose? Yeah, sure. And then you're fine.
I remember back in the day when I was considering an invasion tourney, I was thinking of a card reroll rule like first minute of cutscenes, but I kind of forgot about that this time.
It was clutch forgetting.
Oh crap! Well, the raid is gone.
Yeah.
It was too long of an interview. It's okay.
Yeah, we talked too much about how goddamn awful this card is, actually.